Okay, cool.
Hands.
Oh, I'm in there.
Oh wait, I know the side.
Great. Can you imagine the life of a young baby boy around age 5 who wakes up one day and finds both his parents are gone? Maybe his father was killed and his mother recently passed from a disease, or maybe the parents could no longer provide and they abandoned their children. Whatever the cause, this child is now by himself, without any warning, without food, and without any idea of what to do next. And sadly, most children who find themselves in this place are not the only child in their families left behind. Overnight, some children become the leaders of their families, guiding their siblings. These older children take a sacrificial mentality and do anything to help their younger siblings, even if that means skipping a few meals to make sure that the other ones have been fed. Yes, this is a very sad and heartbreaking situation that many people are not aware of. Most people picture orphans as children in a home waiting to be adopted by a family, but most orphans have no home. Some orphans have one surviving parent, but this is unable to provide properly for the children, so these kids have to leave and seek out a better home or stay behind and work for the money in order to sustain their siblings. Some children in this situation end up in child labor, unfortunately. They can even end up on the streets, sold, or even immediately contract an illness and are too sick to do anything, eventually die. Now, I'm not here to put a guilt trip on you, but I want you to understand the depth of this need. Are you aware of the increasing number of homeless orphans each year? This number is growing for many reasons. Most prevalent is disease. According to the UNICEF's position statements on orphans, there are 163 million orphans worldwide. This includes children who have lost both their parents. And many of these numbers, people assume that they're infants or abandoned babies, but in fact, 95% of them are over the age of 5. In relation to the increase of children sold into slavery, overall human trafficking is also increasing worldwide. Human trafficking statistics by the Polaris Project records that 27 million people are enslaved in human trafficking. This is a frightening number. So how can this be stopped? It will take a miracle for sure. But one way we can help these poor children and trapped adults is expanding the reach of Tiny Hands. Tiny Hands began in Nepal as a home for children who were left on the streets or just needed a place to rest their head at night, maybe even get a free meal. This nonprofit has since expanded and is continually expanding at a rapid rate. I propose that we continue this expansion and change the course of history by building more homes for rescued adults and children. For those adults who have recently escaped from slavery and may not be able to find a safe place to hide or are afraid that their captor might locate them again. By setting a goal to build more houses, we can provide safe places for orphans and adults in every town to find safety. I propose that we take each town that Tiny Hands already has an existing building and propose to build another one, whether they have a building for kids or a building for adults, and build a second home. How will we do this? I think we should take a day and push it in social media. Sample our statistics, put faces to the people that have already been saved, and have people pledge $1 a week for a year. If this goes nationwide, Tiny Hands will be able to support a new home everywhere, saving more and more people from harm, illness, and captivity. Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit that builds houses for privileged families. They win it by a scholarship or by recommendation. Their guidelines state that a 3-bedroom Habitat home has no more than 1,050 square feet of living space and costs anywhere from $60,000 to $75,000 to construct. This number is very specific, and it only pertains to the U.S., so imagine what that could do overseas. The production of houses can easily double. It doesn't take much money, it doesn't take many resources, and it can go a lot further. Children will be able to have a place to sleep at night, and adults who've escaped human trafficking will have a safe place to rest as well. This could be exponentially beneficial for many children and adults who have been trapped in this situation. So, I propose that on this day, we get the word out there as fast as we can to as many people as we can to commit $1. If we get 10,000 people to commit $1, it'll be very easy for us to expand Tiny Hands nationwide. Are there any questions?
How many orphans are there worldwide?
There are over 163 million orphans worldwide, and that is including those who have lost one or both parents.
How will we raise awareness?
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything you can do. Start a page, blog, taking pictures of students and children or adults who've already been rescued, and adding faces to that, and just promoting it, pushing it on social media.
Is this project going to be international or just in the U.S.?
This project will be international. There will be houses in the U.S. that Tiny Hands has reached, and then there'll be internationals as well, including Nepal and Tunisia, just across the world as best as we can. Thank you guys for coming today. I hope you're able to catch the vision of hope that can mean a new life for someone in need.